You've tuned in to the Crispy Noodle Podcast
You realize what you've done?
with Rich Liebig
A real gangster plays his cards, right?
and Michael Costanzo.
What was that you just read?
Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news.
Good times, noodle salad.
The point is, you now have the ability to be happy.
And now, here's Rich and Mike on the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
Woo! How you guys doing?
What's up, everybody?
It is time for this week's episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. We've got sports, we've got entertainment, we've got odd news all coming your way in this meal for your mind that is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Thank you guys for joining us. And we have a lot to get to. But before we do and tackle all of the sports, entertainment, and odd news topics that we have from the past week, Mikey, my friend, how are you doing? How is Costanzo Country holding up over there?
It's pretty good. Pretty good. This past weekend, I celebrated my birthday.
Yeah, that's right. It was your birthday.
Yep. And I celebrated by going to check out Obsession in theaters. It's a new horror movie that came out this year. It
Was there a lot of oohing going on?
They're not oohing, but screaming. I absolutely
Like that?
just like that.
Okay, very good.
I think you know this about me. I was never the biggest horror movie fan.
Yeah, horror's not really your genre.
It's a newer genre that I'm getting into. My imagination just runs too rampant to deal with some horror tropes and genres, but I've been getting more and more into the genre the past several years. I like a horror movie that has a good like psychological twist to it. Like I'm not watching slashers, I'm not watching possessions.
Yeah, I know you don't
things
like
that.
possessions. That's
Definitely,
a big one.
No, definitely don't like possessions. But like things that have a good psychological twist to it, I really enjoy. And that's where this movie kind of found its nice little intersection. The premise is that somebody finds this like eclectic store that sells like new agey stuff. And he finds a toy, for lack of a better term, called a One Wish Willow. It's like this little stick. And you break it, you make a wish. One wish, that's it. That's all you get. But whatever it is supposedly comes true. So he wishes for his crush to love him more than anyone else in the world. Sounds great, right? Isn't that awesome?
Oh, no.
So, yeah, it does not go as expected. It follows the whole monkey's paw trope or like the genie twisting your wish.
Yeah.
And so everything stemming from that, I won't say too much, just terrifying, thrilling, even in the quieter moments, still creepy. Like it kept you on the edge of your seat the entire time. And the actress in the movie, whose name I don't have in front of me, Indy Neverett, I don't know.
Indy never ends.
Something like that. She was phenomenal. Like the role she played was, I mean, I don't know if they give acting awards for horror movies, but like she should win one.
Yeah, traditionally they don't, but
Traditionally,
who knows?
horror as a genre doesn't get that much recognition. I really, really like this movie though. Like a solid, easily 8.5 out of 10.
Nice.
I was blown away. And the best thing about this movie, it was made for under $1 million, and it was recently announced that it grossed $400 million at the box office. You'll love to see that.
They're calling that the anti-Supergirl.
Yeah. Listen, it's on its way out of theaters. If you want to see it on the big screen, go like right now, like pause the show, go buy a ticket, go see it.
And then listen to the podcast on the way back.
Right, to decompress, because you will need it. But it's going to be hitting streaming pretty soon, so you can also check it out there. But yeah, go see this instead of Supergirl. Way better, I think. I haven't seen Supergirl, but I just have a feeling.
Well, yeah, apparently the reviews came out for Supergirl and hasn't been good.
Yeah, it's one of those things.
Yeah.
DC movies, not really where it's at. But anyway.
All right, shut up, Marvel over there, Mr. Marvel
I
fanboy.
have my Spider-Man Owala.
Yeah.
But I also started playing 007 First Light,
Yeah.
and I agree with what you say.
Thank you. Yes, because I gave a review last week where I said basically like it's a good story, it's a good video game, but I'm not sure if it's a good Bond game.
Yeah, and we predicted correctly, like, because I'm not the biggest Bond fan, I'm approaching it more like a stealth action game, and I'm like, this is awesome. But I can see if you're looking specifically for like that Bond feeling so far in the first 4-ish missions, I haven't gotten many of those like feel like James Bond moments. I feel like I am a very raw new spy recruit, which is the premise of the game.
Yes.
But if you specifically as a Bond fan are looking for James Bond action, it hits one mark, but it misses another. So
Yeah.
like for me, so far it's been like a solid 8 out of 10 experience. For you,
I was missing some of the
Yeah.
Bond elements, if you
Yeah.
will.
But I'm still very early and really enjoying it though. That's another so far 8 out of 10 experience for me.
Yeah.
So just great entertainment stuff for me so far this past week.
Very good. Very good.
But what have you been up to?
I've been living in the basement.
That sounds like a great idea.
Woo! Because, folks, man, I don't know what the hell we did to anger the heat gods, because here in Philadelphia, we had 3 or 4 days of just straight 100-degree days. I don't know if people realize that here in Philadelphia, we get like 90, all right?
Yeah.
Anything above a 90, that's a heat wave, right? We do not get 100 degrees. I mean, the heat index might be over 100 for days here in Philadelphia, but the actual temperature is not usually over 100 degrees. We had that for 3 or 4 days straight here in Philadelphia over the 4th of July weekend.
I think the heat index one day was 107. It was like
one day the heat index was literally 115. I think it was the day of I think it might have been 4th of July because they had to cancel the parade and they had to cancel fireworks because it's just too damn hot.
Yeah.
You're literally risking people's lives with heat exhaustion.
Yeah, no, I mean, one day we went to Lowe's and we were out in the garden section for like 5 minutes and I was like, I felt like I was going to die.
Yeah.
Like it was so aggressively hot. Like my body just could not, just even standing still.
Yeah.
I was like not feeling well.
So it was, we've had heat waves before. This was a whole nother level that hit Philadelphia. It was crazy.
It was brutal.
And I couldn't stand it. So I just stayed in my basement the whole weekend.
That's the way to do it.
It was a nice 66 degrees in my basement. I was happy. So another just funny tidbit here. So earlier in the month, or last month, June, we had the game show marathon. And I had actually bought an inflatable bed for it because we take breaks every now and then, like a quick 1 hour cat nap at some point. We rotate on and off. And a little inside information here: the air conditioner unfortunately blew out in the rest of the building. Not in the studio that we were in, thank God.
Okay.
So the broadcast was safe and fine. But everywhere else in the building that we were in, no heat. No, there's no air conditioning.
Oof.
So instead of blowing up the blow up mattress that we had, we all slept in our cars whenever we wanted our hour break, and that was better. That was the better way to go.
Yeah.
But as a result, I had this inflatable bed that I never used, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna bust it out for this. So I set it up. I put it in my basement. I bought the Outer Worlds 2. I'm like,
you're good.
I'm like, here we go. I'm not coming out of the basement.
You literally closed that door and you just like stayed
it.
down there like a weird hermit.
Yep, bye world.
You come up to the surface world.
Yeah, just for food.
It's been many a day since I've seen the outside.
You're
Robin Williams. What year is it?
Yeah, what year is it? I think it was the second day I did it. I literally had no idea what time it was, and it was fantastic.
Have you ever seen those like psychological experiments they conducted where they like kept people like sleep deprived and like sensory deprived in like an underground bunker? You did that to yourself.
It was great. I would recommend.
Did you completely ruin your circadian rhythm?
Probably.
You go to bed at 4 a.m. and you fall asleep at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon or something.
There was definitely a night I went to bed at like 3 or 4 a.m. Because
and you just didn't realize it.
I just didn't realize it. But I know, like doing the time math, I was like, that definitely was like 3 or 4 a.m.
You did time? Did you not even look at a clock that whole
No.
time? You just did the time math. You pull out a sundial. You're like, well, no shadow.
No, not even a sundial. It was just like kind of like feeling like, I guess it's probably like around 3 or 4 in the morning.
Maybe you have no
It was
idea.
like Kramer. It's like I got my clock in my head. It works.
Crazy.
I need to set an alarm for 9 a.m. Done. What? Yeah. So it was great. Would recommend if you ever get a chance to spend 3 days. It was my own darkness retreat. How about that?
It was your darkness retreat.
Yeah. Take that, Aaron Rodgers. I had my own darkness retreat.
And you came back refreshed.
And I didn't need to spend any money in some BS abode.
There you go. Perfect.
Some sort of BS cave
Just
or whatever.
Go in the basement.
I'm in the dark here.
Yeah, I was literally in the dark
were
in the
in the
basement,
dark.
other than just the glow of the video game.
That must have been the nicest sleep though, because there's like zero light
Yeah.
whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
And I gotta admit, the inflatable bed was comfier than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, they're pretty good nowadays.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like kind of piece of crap, you know.
Yeah.
But no, it was. It was pretty
Yeah,
good.
you get the right one. It's got some good buoyancy to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So would recommend if you want to just say F the world for like 3 days and just go into a basement and stay down there. It's great. Would recommend.
Perfect.
Because I ain't dealing with 100-degree weather.
No, that's crazy.
And I've said multiple times too, if there's ever like an apocalypse or something and there's no air conditioning, I'm done. Just that's it.
You just lay down.
It's game over for me.
Just pack it in.
Yeah. Like why am I going to try and survive?
What are you surviving for?
Yeah.
Just to have heat stroke, be sweaty and gross
Right.
and
It's
feel
just a matter.
uncomfortable?
It's just a matter of time. I'm going to get a heat stroke. That's
Yeah.
done. That's it. Game over. You might as well just put me out of my misery.
We're not built for the apocalypse. We've got. I mean, I don't know. Do you have asthma? I have asthma. I don't know if you have allergies.
I
though.
had asthma.
Had asthma. We
Yeah.
both have allergies.
Both have allergies.
Wear glasses.
Glass is the worst. That's really the secret thing that would do you in.
You're done. You're
'Cause
done.
in a true apocalypse, you're not getting new glasses.
You scratch or break a lens. Oh well, I
can't
guess you
see.
just won't see.
Yeah, you're done.
You can't even see the Raiders coming your way.
Yep.
They're just there.
Yep.
The
anyway,
heat, yeah, we're not good.
What a cheery way to start off the show. They're talking about the apocalypse. But all right.
There's the times we live in.
Yeah.
But we got other stuff to get to.
We got other times to live in. You know what? Speaking of the apocalypse, I bet you a lot of soccer fans are feeling that way as we talk about the first story in this, our sports sampler. Let's dive right in.
It's time for the Sports Sampler.
So you're not good at sports. It's a very small part of life.
Sports.
In your face.
All right. So I know we're not big soccer fans. I hate to tell you. If you're looking for a deep dive into soccer analysis, I'm not. I'm not a big soccer fan. I don't think, Mikey, you're not a big soccer fan either.
No.
But I do realize the concept of kind of like the scores and stuff. I would say to you, Mike, a goal is like a touchdown in football.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Like a lot of games are like 1-0, 1-1.
Yeah.
Like scoring a goal is really difficult in
soccer, yeah. Especially World
soccer.
Cup soccer too.
Oh
yeah, absolutely.
definitely.
So that's why good old USA really choked on their own ego as they were eliminated in the knockout round to Belgium and lost 4-1 in that playoff match.
You're gonna be okay. Say the goddamn words. You're gonna be okay. Oh, God. Say the goddamn words.
I think fans of the USA got really high on their own supply. I think, with the
they
tournament,
did a really good job.
the tournament being hosted here in the USA, I think everybody was feeling a little bit high and mighty, making the knockout stage, and then winning the first knockout match. That was huge. A lot of people were riding the wave, and then it all came crashing down here.
Why do you have so much relish to it? Why are you so excited that the U.S. team lost? Listen, the U.S. doesn't play soccer. For them to make it to this is
Exactly. Why are
Wait,
we
hold on.
getting
This
this
is-
soccer fever?
This is like a nobody school making it to the Sweet 16 in March Madness. This is something to be celebrated, even if you don't like soccer. I'm gonna. No. 2.7 billion people watched one game. It's the most popular sport. I'm defending it. I don't even like it.
Yeah,
I don't even
you don't
watch
even like
it.
soccer.
But I recognize the significance of the moment. You got to at least give them that. You got to recognize the significance of the moment on a global scale for the host country who doesn't play the sport make it to the Sweet 16. That's pretty notable.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's something I feel poetic that the USA team lost by 3 goals. Like that's basically a blowout in a knockout game. That's embarrassing.
It is giving up 4 goals is a lot.
This is a sport where the field is so huge. Like it's
Yeah.
almost designed for you not to score.
Yeah, it is like the biggest field
I
that
hate,
I've
I hate
ever
it.
seen.
I hate soccer. I'm sorry. I try. I really do try. Like
I don't try. I don't try.
I try to see what people see in it, and I get. You know what? I really do get the nationalism thing part of it.
Yeah.
Where I've gone to World Cup parties where like my friend Steven Dubenko, he's a big Ukrainian guy. The Ukraine team made it the one year. Oh, that was a great time. Like I get that. That makes sense to me. But just like the actual game itself, it's the field's too big. There's not enough scoring. Yellow card, red card, BS. I don't like it. It's
yeah.
not.
I've
not for me.
never.
I would rather watch golf. I'm sorry. I will put it in plain English.
That's a crazy.
I would
statement.
rather watch golf. I literally, my cousins made fun of me the one weekend because the last weekend of the group stage was the weekend of the U.S. Open. And they were all going like, "Oh, can you believe that USA is leading the group and they've clinched the spot from the group?" And I'm just like, "What are you guys talking about? U.S. Open's on over here." They're all like, "Shut up."
That's a crazy statement. I mean,
Anyway.
to each their own.
Anyway,
But I would like to say congratulations to Team USA for making it that far. Belgium, for what it's worth, is one of the better teams. I mean, they're in the what is it, Elite 8, I guess, in World Cup play. It's Elite 8.
yeah, because
down to 8 now.
the bracket starts out at 32. So if
Yeah.
you win one, you're in the
Sweet 16. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, you're right. I can't. I haven't tried as hard as you have, apparently. I didn't realize you tried that hard to watch soccer.
I tried.
I know my limitations. I know I'm not a soccer person. I totally respect people that do like it. For them, they get some enjoyment out of it. I just have never been able to find that same level of excitement and joy. I recognize how big it is, and sure, you love to hear those Cinderella stories like Team USA this year. But yeah, it's just not something that I'll seek out and pursue. The only thing that I will is, I mentioned this to you, I think it's Norway that does the chant, the Roo, the Viking war chant.
You love your Viking.
It's cool. I don't know.
Norse
It started
mythology.
popping up on my TikTok feed, and I'm like, sure, I'll watch some crazy Norwegian fans pretend to row their little boat. But it's cool. It's a very intimidating, to hear the whole stadium. You hear the drum, doom, doom, roo. It's cool. It's cool. It's fun. So
Who brings in the drums?
the team, I think the team has a drum.
A team drummer?
I think no, one of the players hits the drum.
Are they allowed to do that?
They've been doing it, so I
Oh.
guess so. I don't know.
Designate,
Are the Eagles allowed to fly a bald eagle at home games? Who knows?
but
They
it's
do
not
it
a
anyway.
player. It's like some designated Eagle official.
Some designated eagle official.
Yeah.
That's the official title. Designated eagle
I don't know.
official.
I'm spitballing this right now.
I mean, I like it. But I mean, the team has a drum, and they're like,
But you're saying a player does it?
a player hits the drum, boom, boom, and leads the whole stadium.
But shouldn't this is no.
what do you? I don't
Shouldn't
understand
the
what's wrong
player-
with that.
Shouldn't the player be in observing the game and trying to figure out what edge?
It's
they can-
before the game starts. It's like,
Oh,
what do you think? It's in the middle of the
I
game.
thought it was in the middle of the
No, in the middle of the game, they just walk out on the field. Dun, dun.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
No.
What ritual is this? I
No,
don't remember
no.
this.
It's before the game. It's before the game.
Boy, I thought that's you led me astray. I didn't know what you were referring to. Okay, all right.
But
well,
look it up. Team Norway, the Viking row chant. It's cool. Look it up.
all right.
Crazy.
So I didn't know what you were talking about. All right, this is how much I don't know.
This is why we can't
soccer.
talk about soccer, because it devolves into this nonsense.
Yeah, I didn't know
I
what
don't
you're
know.
talking about.
Soccer's happening. Watch it or don't. And whoever wins, I'm sure we'll have a similar segment whenever that takes place
Yeah.
in 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
It's got to be coming up to the end soon because now they're going to be down to 8 teams soon.
July 20, the week of July 20th. We'll let you know. The finals on July 19th. I just looked it up.
Okay, I was like, are you just pulling that out of your ass? Like the way you were.
July 23rd.
Yeah.
July 23rd. You'll learn more.
You sound like a damn bingo operator. Under the July 3rd, July 20.
July 20.
July. Do I have a 21? Anyone?
J23.
Do I have
J23.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Soccer.
Yeah, I'd rather talk about bingo than freaking soccer. Apparently, at this rate.
Bingo.
All right. Well, you know what?
Let's get to real sports news.
All right. Good.
All right.
Mikey said that. Good. Mikey said that. Real sports news. Because of course, just like it tends to happen here on the Crispy Noodle podcast, major news breaks on a Wednesday or a Thursday. Just
Naturally.
come on, man. All the sports leagues. Come on. We do the podcast on Tuesday night. We try and get this out on Wednesdays.
Soccer's going to be finished on Sunday.
That's nice. Thank you.
So we can talk about soccer
Thank
when
you.
that happens.
But yeah, the Sixers decided to make a monumental trade last Wednesday, of course, right after we had posted an episode. So, we couldn't report on it last week. So we're catching up a little bit. We're a little bit behind here. But nevertheless, this is a huge move by the Philadelphia 76ers.
I've got balls of steel.
Yep, going for a huge trade as we march into what could potentially be the final years, the final prime years of Joel Embiid. They decided to trade for all-star Jaylen Brown. This is a guy that has every single, pedigree that you want in terms of a star player. They give up Paul George, 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks. And I know that this is good for Philadelphia because the day after the trade, the Boston local media was on fire that they didn't like the trade. And we had multiple people on talk shows being like, were the Celtics forced into this trade or something? Like, what? This seems like they didn't get enough value for somebody who is, a major all-star in the league.
See, this is where things are confusing to me because you say enough value. Because if you were to tell me a football player was traded for 2 first-round picks and 2 second-round picks and another player, I'd be like, that's great value. So is this really that much of a steal here?
You know what the big question mark is the Paul George edition.
Right.
Because Paul George is 37, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's over the hill.
He's at the end of and he's on a max contract.
Well, he's going back home. Paul George came from originally he was with the Celtics a long time ago, wasn't he not?
I
think he was.
I forget off the top of my head. I don't know if his first season. But basically, that is kind of the sticking thumb, if you will. That's kind of the why did you have to feel like you need to bring on Paul George? Because you can't look at this now as saving cap space. In terms of cap space, you're still where you're at. And I think part of the concern for the Celtics was that they have a couple of superstars coming up that are going to have new contracts needed soon.
Yeah.
So it's like you didn't do anything to advance that cause.
I just looked it up as well. Paul George did not play for the Celtics.
Okay, so
I don't know why.
You said that.
No, I don't know why they traded for somebody who's 30. You said 37.
36 or 37, yeah. Well, this is what I was telling you about. This is why it's the question mark.
That's weird.
Amazing analysis
from
Michael Costanzo. That's weird. Interesting.
No, it is. It's weird that the Celtics would go through with this then. I thought that was, for some reason, I thought Paul George played for them, but if he didn't, there's no reason to go sign a 30 or trade for a 37-year-old basketball player.
Yeah, other than Jaylen Brown wanted out. There's something weird that he almost had an A.J. Brown-like experience where he didn't like the team.
Yeah. I mean, it does kind of sound like that.
He was NBA Finals MVP. This is weird. This is a very similar story to A.J. Brown.
Yeah.
He got success, and he was like, I'm not happy. I don't understand these players that they hit the pinnacle, and what? It's just not enough.
You know what? I think we had this conversation with the AJ Brown thing too. Like, I kind of understand, the phrase "all that glitters is not gold." You work so hard for something, you think it's going to be one thing, and for whatever reason, it's like meeting your heroes. Don't meet your heroes. It's kind of like that. Like, if you reach the pinnacle, it's a flash in the pan, and then like you go back to training camp or whatever. You're like, oh. Like, it's weird. Like, your whole life doesn't change just because you had that one moment. And so I feel like for some people, that messes with them for whatever reason, as it did with A.J. Brown. So are you saying Jaylen Brown might be in a similar boat here?
It does seem very similar. Similar name, too. Jaylen Brown,
Yeah.
A.J. Brown. Similar player head case. I don't know. It is strikingly similar.
Is this? Are you concerned about this then?
Yes, because the Sixers are, first off, the Sixers are cursed. So no matter what happens, they can acquire all the good players that they can.
Yeah, I mean, let's not.
They're cursed.
Jaylen Brown is coming here to basically end his career because, like, there's nothing good. Like, when it comes to basketball, nothing good comes out of this
Nothing
city.
goes.
Okay?
Nothing good happens with the Philadelphia 76ers.
The only good basketball thing to come out of this region is Villanova, and they haven't been good in a minute, I think, right?
No, but they did win 2 national titles.
They did.
Almost 7 years ago, 8 years ago. So,
But that's it. But that's it.
Can't complain on that front.
Yeah, but that's it. That's the only good basketball stuff to come out of the city. Professional basketball wise,
No.
you're losing in the first round after being a 7 or 8 seed, and you're gonna like it.
You're the second round. What's that?
I don't know how the playoffs. Don't even get me started. I don't understand basketball playoffs. Yeah. Anyway.
Well, anyway, the Sixers don't get past that.
But they're going to get
always
past
crush.
it with Jaylen Brown if they can pick up another player, because there was a rumor here that alongside the Jaylen Brown thing, the Sixers are trying to make a push for none other than the greatest of all time, LeBron James.
Oh.
Yeah, you would love this, you sick.
I would love it. I would love it.
You sick person, you.
I want to believe it's like this much of a chance if you're watching the video podcast. If you're not watching the video podcast, I got my hands really wide apart. But it's really like this much of a chance, like a little tiny sliver. It's probably not going to happen. It's not going to happen. This is like what your 5% thing.
Yes.
This is like there's a 5% chance he lands with the Sixers. There's a 95% chance that he goes back home to Cleveland, which is, for all intents and purposes, it would be shocking if he didn't. There's no way, right?
Right now, the two contenders are either the Golden State Warriors, and he makes the super team.
But it seems like those rumors have died
interesting.
off.
Yeah, the flame from that rumor has definitely died down. So I don't know.
Maybe he didn't like whatever they were selling. Maybe he just wants to play one final season in Cleveland.
I mean, that would be the storybook ending, as he goes back home. It's
where he was born, right? He was born in Cleveland or raised in Cleveland.
Outside of Cleveland, yep.
Yeah, he was drafted by there. He played there. He won a championship there. I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, if he actually goes back and wins another title, especially if it's last, I mean, that
would be exceptional.
Right. That would be a great way to end his career. And I think
Cleveland got close.
Right, this season without him,
yeah.
So they're it's not like they're not out of championship contendership. They were making a good case.
Or he could come to Philadelphia.
Yeah, sure, and just he would play his first game here and have an ankle injury and
what
F
a
off.
weird big three though. You got a head case in Jaylen Brown. You got Joel Embiid doing whatever that corpse is doing.
Yeah.
And then you got another corpse in LeBron James.
Yeah.
Who will instantly be the best player on the team, but is also 42.
And
so
you have Maxey and
that's right, and Tyrese Maxey. Oh, big 4.
Big five?
Big 5?
I don't
Come on. I forgot about Maxey.
I don't know if that works.
Why doesn't it work?
Because there's 5. What, we're just saying big whatever?
Big 5. Dream hashtag dream team?
Oh, God.
We'll get a dream team.
Oh, yeah. Dream teams really work well here in Philadelphia.
They always work.
No. LeBron, do yourself a favor. Go to Cleveland, please.
I never thought I'd hear somebody pleading for somebody to go to Cleveland.
To me, that would be a great storyline. That would be a great way to end his career. And then if he actually does it, if he actually wins a second title with Cleveland, that's an accomplishment.
That would be crazy.
That would be crazy. Like that's actually a legitimate accomplishment.
Didn't you tell me earlier that the sports books closed on bets for?
So this all started with a report from an NBA insider. He did a guest appearance on ESPN, and he said that according to him, he was told by a member of the Sixers organization that the Sixers went after LeBron after they landed the Jaylen Brown trade.
Okay.
And the feeling was after the meeting with LeBron that he really probably wants to go to Cleveland. That they were like, the Sixers probably aren't in this. So
yeah.
And then after that report went out, then all the sports books took down the bets on LeBron James' next team. Yeah.
I feel like taking a meeting with the Sixers is like not a serious thing. I feel like it's like taking a meeting with like the New York Jets. Like if you're a football player, or like the Las Vegas Raiders, like you go there and they're like, you just want to hear the crazy number they're going to throw you. They're like, we'll give you $300 billion. And you're like, that's cute. Anyway, I'm going to go to a real team now. Like, I feel like the Sixers exude that kind of energy. Not that they're like bad like them, but like the mismanagement, the misguided nature of how they run their franchise. Like it's exuding like New York Jets, LA or Las Vegas Raiders energy.
I hate to say it, but you know who the Sixers do get compared to?
Who?
They get compared to the Cowboys. Because think about this. The Cowboys haven't made the NFC Championship game in 31 years.
Yeah.
The Sixers, we haven't made it past the second round since 2001.
Yeah.
Like, it is.
That was the last good team that we had.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says. Joel Embiid, all these guys that have come and gone in that time, that 2001 squad, they should have won. They just came across the Lakers at like the absolute height of their dynasty.
Yeah, it was horrible. Just bad timing. Yeah, Allen Iverson should have had a ring. It's a shame.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Mutombo, Eric Snow, Derek Coleman. That was a great lineup.
Team.
Yeah.
That's the last team that I remember.
Yeah, it was a great team, great lineup, but they ran into a buzzsaw with the Lakers dynasty and Kobe.
But here we go, though. Big Five coming up. Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, LeBron James, and whoever the fifth guy that Rich mentioned. I'm gonna manifest it.
No, it's LeBron James ain't coming here. No.
It's going back to Cleveland.
Yeah, and there's also one more reason why we need LeBron James to go back to Cleveland. Because I want to be able to play the Cleveland song over and over again during LeBron James' final run with Cleveland.
Fun times in Cleveland again. Still Cleveland. Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Under construction since 1868. See our river that catches on fire. It's so polluted that all our fish have AIDS. We see the sun almost 3 times a year. This guy has at least 2 DUIs. The flats look like a Scooby-Doo ghost town. Don't slow down in East Cleveland or you'll die. Our economy's based on LeBron James. Buy a house for the price of a VCR. Our main export is crippling depression. We're so retarded that we think this is art. It could be worse though, at least we're not Detroit. We're not Detroit.
Yes, please. So I want to go.
Amazing.
I want to bring that sound. I want to bring that song back.
Our main export is crippling depression. I think that is the greatest lyric in any song ever written. Like, get out of the way, Beatles, Queen, Led Zeppelin, you get Taylor Swift, all the biggies. You guys all suck. That guy from that video, that line, that's the best that's ever been written.
There you go. So
our main export is crippling depression. Which is why LeBron would feel good in Philadelphia. He'd feel at home. The Sixers' main export is crippling depression.
But the Cleveland needs his help. Their whole economy's based on LeBron
Their whole
James.
economy is based on him. To this day, it still is.
It's still a part. So I hope that happens. If there is a team I'm rooting to get LeBron back, it would be Cleveland.
Yeah, that'd be the storybook ending.
Yeah. All right. And then real quick, I wanted to mention this just as a follow-up for more basketball talk here in the offseason. And boy, Adam Silver must be thanking his stars that he's getting this much attention in their offseason. But I thought this would be interesting for you, Mike, because you're not a big fan of the foul shots at the end of games.
Hate them.
But the NBA G League this summer is going to experiment with a new foul rule. It's only going to apply to the game other than the final 2 minutes of the game, unfortunately, just for right now, because they're testing this out. They don't want games to be decided by this. But what they're going to do is for shooting fouls, what's going to happen is if you are involved in a shooting foul in a 2-point instance, normally you would get 2 free throws.
Right.
If it's a 3-point shooting foul, you would get 3 free throws. Instead, to speed up the game, I think they're taking a cue from baseball here. To speed up the game, what they're going to do is instead you just get 1 free throw, and that will determine whether you get the 2 points or the 3 points.
So this rule is odd for me in a few different ways. So first, I don't understand the speeding up the game part, because do free throws take that much time?
I think a little bit, because every player has their routine when they make a free throw.
They stand up there and they kiss the ball and they spin it and they bounce it and they look.
I always did. I twisted the ball to myself.
Yeah.
3 dribbles, shot.
Yeah, everybody's got
thing.
their routine. Yeah. But I feel like that doesn't take that much time. I've seen baseball games where them throwing to first base 400 times takes way longer.
Well, they don't do that now.
I know, thank God. The other point of this rule that's a little confusing to me is, I guess that's the only really confusing point, but the other thing that it's making me wonder is, I feel like not going the whole way, that not doing this rule change in the final 2 minutes, kind of that would be the most time saving, is if you did it through the whole game, including the last 2 minutes, right?
Yeah,
because that's when the most fouls are happening, is in the final 2 minutes usually.
But I think that's part of the strategy of the last 2 minutes is
that's the thing I hate the most about basketball. The final 2 minutes take 17 minutes to play.
All right, well then I guess this rule change doesn't help you then.
Yeah,
that doesn't help you the rest of the 44 minutes of the game.
I don't know.
No, all right. I thought maybe it would be helpful.
I didn't think free throws took that much time.
I mean, I think if you get a team that gets a lot of free throws, I think it could.
What it does is it does keep it more competitive for those 44 minutes, because free throws are supposed to be easy, but if they miss, then instead of only missing out on 1 point, they're missing out on 2 or all 3 points.
Yeah.
So it may keep it a little bit more competitive, a little bit tighter in terms of point differential, but I don't know if it's saving that much time. I feel like the stated goal is not really being achieved.
I mean, it probably definitely saves a little bit of time, especially if there's a lot of fouls committed.
Yeah, I mean, it'll save a little bit of time, but
also if you commit a shooting foul in a 3-point instance, that's really bad on the defense now, because now instead of shooting from the arc, the 3-point arc, it's just 1 free throw for 3 points.
Yeah.
So I think that makes the fouling outside the 3-point key
makes it very dangerous.
Very dangerous to do so. Yeah. So I don't know. It could be interesting, and I think it would be a time saver. I think you would get a couple minutes shaved.
Yeah, I'm split on it. I feel like I don't know how to feel about it. Do I want it to go all the way through the whole game, including the last 2 minutes or whatever it is, or do I just want them to keep it the way that it is? I don't know how to feel about this rule.
I say go for it.
Go for it.
Why not?
Change is good.
I think they're taking a page from Major League Baseball.
Speed it up a little bit.
Major League Baseball had an initiative to speed up games.
And it worked.
And it worked. They've gotten more eyeballs. They've gotten more ticket sales.
Have people complained about basketball games taking too long? I thought it was one of the more sprightly sports.
I mean, I don't know if they got an outright criticism about it, but I think it's just following the nature of what baseball did. You know?
I mean, okay.
Why not?
There's nothing wrong with speeding up sports.
And look,
games.
I hate to admit this, but everyone's got a shorter attention span now.
What it really is they're going to keep the same television block. They're just going to put more ads in.
Oh, that's probably the truth. But yeah,
right?
I'd say why not? I could do a little experimenting. Why not?
I'm always in favor of rules changes in general because it helps move sports forward. Like the NFL wouldn't have the forward pass if there wasn't a revolutionary rules change back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Like some of the best things about sports are because of rule changes. So, try it out. That's why they're experimenting on like the Pop Warner squad,
Developmental league.
Sure. The Gatorade
Gatorade
League,
Developmental
which I found
League.
out today. I learned it's called the
too.
G League because it's Gatorade is sponsoring it.
Yeah, it used to be called the D League for Developmental League.
Stupid.
But then they got a insane amount of money from Gatorade to call it the G League.
And Gatorade doesn't have the cojones to call it the Gatorade League. They're trying to fool people by calling it the
Gatorade. That should
H2O.
That should be the taunt for all the players that get stuck there. Just Gatorade. You're stuck at Gatorade.
Waterboy reference.
Yeah. So anyway, I thought that would be an interesting way to end the sports sampler on that. That the NBA is looking to change a little bit. Why not?
You got to keep moving forward somehow.
Yeah. At the end of the day, whether or not they implement it in the NBA games, at least it shows that they're willing to listen to.
They're thinking about it.
They're thinking about changes.
Which is good. You got to move it forward. How about the draft?
How about those ping pong balls? Oh boy!
Can't change that.
Boy, get your balls excited.
That is set in stone like the 10 Commandments.
Yeah, with the damn 1, 2, 3 system coming soon. Dear God, everyone's ping pong balls are going to be very aroused. Anyway, that will end the sports sampler.
I don't know.
I hate the lottery draft. It's stupid. All right. Anyway, that will be our last note that we end the sports sampler on because we got to take a break. But don't go anywhere because we still got news in the entertainment world. There is a lot of video game news and criticism and blowback to hear from what Sony has done. We will get into that in the next part of the show. And then, of course, the non-Fortune Cookie Odd news all coming at you when we return from the break. This is the Crispy Noodle Podcast. We'll be right back.
Ready for the weekend? Happy Friday. Hi, my name's Marie, and I'm an artist who's been making Happy Friday doodles every week for over 7 years. And now you can own my art collection in this Volume 1 and Volume 2 art series. These doodles span across multiple themes, yearly festivities, various countries, languages, and more. Both coffee table books have something for everyone and are the perfect conversation starter or gift for a friend. Really, anyone who enjoys a good weekend. Available on Amazon, Ingram, BookBaby,
Barnes & Noble,
and more. Visit happyfridaydoodles.com/books and get your copies today. Let's celebrate the best day of the week. Happy Friday.
Oh, yeah, we're back here on the Crispy Noodle Podcast. All the sports that was fit to listen to over this past week, all condensed there in the sports sampler. Soccer and basketball. Who would have thought, Mikey, that one day you would be able to just talk about the NBA and the World Cup, and that's it?
So, oh my God!
There you go.
I'm
yeah.
so upset. My microphone is.
Your microphone's very upset at you,
it's
Mike.
revolting against me.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
I don't know.
I'm back.
You're back?
Am I back?
Whoa!
I sound like I'm back.
Hey,
Maybe. There we go.
Hey, welcome
There we
back.
All right.
No.
No.
Let me try a different thing. I'm going to try a different. Here we go. Let's try a different one. Here we go.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Now you're back.
I don't know. This is bored.
It's been with us the whole time.
It really has, though.
Yeah. This has been our legacy board here.
Inside Baseball. We bought this used 15 years ago?
Yeah. Still work. It's
still kicking.
It's Old Faithful. It's still going.
Old Faithful.
It's still going. Anyway, speaking of Old Faithful and things that we rely on, let's get into the second part of our show. It's time for the entertainment entree.
This is the entertainment entree, featuring news in movies.
The Simpson guy writes to movies. Dear Die Hard, you rock. Especially when that guy was on the roof.
Music.
What is that? I know what that is. That's music.
Video games.
Do a barrel roll. To barrel roll, press C or R twice.
Celebrities.
You really know Warren Beatty? Yes, I do. I took a leak next to him once at the Golden Globes.
And more.
Rudy all singing, all dancing, crap at the world.
It's time for the entertainment entree.
Oh, yeah. Entertainment entree time. Let's kick it off with the segment where Mike is going to let you know what you should keep an eye out for this upcoming weekend, what new movies and TV and video game properties in Mike's This Week in Entertainment. All right, Mikey, what do you got from the entertainment desk?
All right, well, first up in movies, it's a big week for movies. The live-action Moana movie hits theaters this week because we definitely needed more mediocre live-action versions of these incredible animated films.
Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, the original Moana is actually a phenomenal movie. It's only 10 years old. I don't know why we need a live-action version, but I'm not Mr. Disney, so I don't get to make these decisions. What I can tell you, though, is Moana tells the story of a young princess who must journey far from her family's island to return to the heart of the ocean in hopes of preventing the spread of death and disease from consuming her island village. The original was a smash hit. It had colorful visuals. It had a vibrant depiction of Polynesian cultures, and it featured music from Lin-Manuel Miranda. It was like the perfect storm of like everything you could want in a movie. The live-action version has really big shoes to fill, and trailers have received a lot of criticism and negative feedback, but there's no actual reviews of the movie at the time of recording. So we don't know how it's going to go. If the reaction to the trailers is any indication, might not fare the best, but if you really, really love Moana, I guess go check it out. It's got Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Can't go wrong with The Rock in a movie, I guess. So that's Moana live action coming to theaters this week. If you want something new, though, The Invite also comes to theaters. This dramedy is about a couple whose marriage is on thin ice, and they decide to invite their enigmatic upstairs neighbors to a dinner party. However, the night spirals into unexpected places that could either reignite the spark in their marriage or set it aflame. The film has a great cast with Seth Rogen, Edward Norton, Penelope Cruz, and Olivia Wilde. It also has really strong reviews. I think it's got like a 90-something on Rotten Tomatoes, 8 out of 10 averages. It looks really, really interesting, so that might be a fun one to check out if you're not interested in the live-action adaptations. That's The Invite coming to theaters this week. And that's what we're looking forward to this week in entertainment.
All right, Mikey, thank you for that segment this week in entertainment. Oh, boy. All right. And I think it's time to get into some very hot button and somewhat disappointing news because both Mikey and I are fans of PlayStation, and Sony did a very...
They just had a really, really bad week.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it.
You're gonna be okay. Say the goddamn words. You're gonna be okay. Oh, God. Say the goddamn words.
I'm sure that's what Sony was saying on the inside.
I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be okay because Xbox desperately needed...
Well, if you know where that quote's from, you know things aren't okay.
Things are not okay.
And yeah, that clip is not okay.
No, it's not. But Xbox desperately needed a win after last week, and Sony said, hold my beer, with some of the announcements that they make that just shook the gaming world and the industry at large as well. So the first announcement, they made both of these announcements in the same week, which is absolutely crazy. So first they announced that they were officially shutting down the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation Vita digital storefronts. So these are very old consoles, but it's problematic because, a lot of those digital games, especially for the PlayStation 3, they were not brought forward at all because of the different operating systems for PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4. So if they get rid of this digital storefront, a lot of these games become vaporware. They just disappear, right? You have no way to buy them. You have no way to play them. They just evaporate.
They haven't upgraded them to PlayStation 4 or PlayStation 5.
Right, exactly. So, from a preservationist standpoint, from a video game history standpoint, just from an arts and culture standpoint, it's a little sad to just think of entertainment properties just up and vanishing, right? It also begs the question, like, what if you, own this digital content, and for some reason your PlayStation 3 gets messed up and, you got to wipe the hard drive. Are you going to be able to go re-download that content?
Yeah, I don't think so. If the storefront's down, I don't think
if the storefront is down, I don't think you'll be able to get it back. So brings it to question digital ownership rights, which leads us to our next announcement that Sony made. Again, these were like boom, boom. They're like, hey, let's have the worst week imaginable. They announced that Sony would be ceasing physical disc production in January of 2028, shifting entirely to an all-digital PlayStation.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Yeah, this is really, really big news, and I know it's like several years out, but this has huge shockwaves for the industry, for several industries, really. Worse still than the announcement is the fact that apparently some reports are coming out that Sony didn't warn their publishers and business partners that this was happening.
It's about to get all stupid up in here!
Now, keep in mind that disc production is still massive. I lost the number now, of course, but it was like one factory in Austria was printing, it was like 600,000 discs a day, or like some ridiculous number. So it's like still a very large business operation. Brick and mortar retailers, Best Buy, Target, GameStop, Walmart, they're just going to lose out on, every Call of Duty, every Grand Theft Auto, those sales. So it just has this huge ripple wave effect across multiple different industries. And because of this, I mean, Sony's been getting it left, right, and center here. Companies have made statements. Fans have started multiple petitions. Organizations like the Video Game History Foundation have spoken out officially against this. Online publications have published scathing opinion pieces. The online outlet Digital Foundry has said that the backlash is worse than Xbox's 2013 always online digital rights management controversy. Remember when they said the Xbox One was going to be always online?
It'd always be online, yeah.
Which is ironic because at that time, Sony made an ad campaign about how easy it was to share physical games on PlayStation 4.
Yeah, remember that?
And that directly led to them winning the PlayStation 4 and 5 generations. Basically put Xbox in the grave right then and there. Sony social accounts went offline for a while after the news, but in true dystopian fashion, Sony's stock rose 3%.
That doesn't make any goddamn sense. How does the stock still go up?
Because they don't have to worry about physical games. So that means more cut for Sony.
Great.
It's insane.
Oh, good for you.
So, what do you make of this discless future?
I mean, it's probably one of those things that if you told me in 10 years that's going to happen, I'd probably be like, okay, yeah, I guess that makes sense. But to actually see like the timeline is in the near future.
It's like right now.
I mean, yeah.
It's less than 2 years away.
Yeah. That's a little startling. I didn't think it was going to be that soon.
Yeah.
As someone who likes to share games and benefit from sharing games, I'm very disappointed because that's kind of how you get introduced to new games too. You know? Like very rarely are you going to hear from a friend and be like, yo, this game's cool. But then are you going to have the nerve from that point on to spend $60, $70, $80 on just what one friend says?
Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, I love you, buddy, but I'm not dropping $80 just on a whim.
Right.
With no demo or here's the disc, go try it,
I would have to literally like lock you in your seat and be like, I need to explain to you this game or something.
Like, yeah, what would happen is like you need to come over and you need to play it on my console.
Yeah.
Or I need to bring my console to your place, and that's just such a hassle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, going back as far as I can remember, one of the best things about video games was like going to your friend's house and you bring your disc and you're like, you throw it in or the cartridge and you throw it in the system and you have fun. You play, right? Or you swap games or, and I feel like that whole community is being so dispersed and like I feel like we're losing a core tenet of video games, which is playing together.
Yeah.
Right?
It's definitely lost its way with this decision.
Yeah.
Because this is all about just Sony trying to integrate more funneling of the money going into their pockets.
Yeah.
This is all about making sure that when you spend $80, $90, $100 on a game, all that is coming through the Sony PlayStation Store so they can, have the money in-house and then figure out where, it gets divvied up to. It's a shame. It's very troubling.
Yeah, not to mention, so it's troubling for all of those reasons. It's also troubling for, like, the concept of, like, digital ownership. Like, what is digital ownership? I know we talk about it a lot. When you buy a digital game, you're not buying anything. You're buying a license. People, I feel like they don't realize this sometimes. Like, what do you mean? I bought the game. I have it. That's not necessarily the case. This happens in the same week that Sony removed 550 movies from their digital store, from players' consoles, even after they had purchased them.
Yeah, after the fact.
After the fact. We didn't talk about this because it was like, who buys movies on Sony's PlayStation storefront?
Somebody must have.
Lots of people did.
Yeah.
Because apparently they removed 550 of them, and they were removed from people's consoles. Like, you had purchased a movie, it was there one day, the next day it's gone. So in the same week that they stole your movies that you purchased, you gave them money. You said, here's $20, $30. I want to watch whatever movie. They're like, cool. Watch it for a couple years. Never mind. And they just take it back. In the same week they did that, they told you, guess what? This could be games too.
Yep. Especially with this announcement.
That's the future. Because along with this, again, the ripple effect is like so real. I don't think people realize. Like, I was just reading a piece that IGN wrote. Are developers and publishers going to continue to fund single-player games if they worry that fans will negatively react to a digital-only future? Like, if that single-player-only game could disappear at one point, would players be as invested in buying them, which means would the developers then be as invested in making them? So, like, there's a whole bunch of issues here that, like, reverberate through the entire hobby. It's just such a mess.
It's funny. I think it was last week you said that some of this has shades of the video game crash of 1980. And I thought that was a little over-exaggerated.
Maybe a little extremist.
At the time. But now, with this announcement that Sony just laid a bomb to the future of gaming, I don't know. I don't think it's hyperbole anymore.
It's really sad, just like on a macro level. Way back in the day, I did for my undergraduate thesis project, I wrote a historiography paper on like video games as an emerging art trend. And like for a medium that worked so hard to be viewed as art, they're doing something that is inconceivable
in the art world, yeah.
For other, and I always go back to, and I know that's like the least concerning thing to these companies, but like as an art form, like if you told this to like a director or an author or a songwriter that like, oh, your content's just going to vanish one day, there's going to be nothing to preserve it. Like 10, 20, 30, there's works of literature and art that have existed for thousands of years, and like that's just not going to be possible with video games. It's so bizarre. That's so upset. That's so troubling for an industry and a medium that struggled for decades to be like, no, we deserve to be recognized as art, and then they get there and they're like, never mind. It's not profitable enough.
Yeah, sorry, we didn't make enough money.
I don't know. Something about it just is very irksome and dystopian.
You know what? This is going to drive people to go back to physical media.
I was saying to myself, I might, instead of pre-ordering games like these games I'm looking forward to, like Grand Theft Auto and, well, that has no disc in the physical version. That's another.
Yeah, they already announced that.
But like Control Resonant and Wolverine, the games like that, like maybe try to pre-order physical as much as you can. Just because.
Well, that's another thing too, is with Sony making the announcement that there's going to be no disc.
I just realized,
Does that mean that the price value of all the physical media just shot up?
No, I think it might be the opposite, because say you buy whatever game it is you're looking forward to. You can play PlayStation 4 discs on a PlayStation 5 with a disc drive. What if the PlayStation 6 has no disc drive? What happens with all those physical games? Are you just...
You have to go back to your previous console.
Man, that is crazy. Like, say you buy a PlayStation 5 game, a disc, a few months before PlayStation 6, and you can't play it on your new console.
No. You have to go back to
bring back the old console.
I mean, to be fair though, that is
kind of the standard in video games for a while.
That's not unheard of,
I guess. But Sony kind of made that the status quo.
But see, this is where I think I think if you're obsessed over keeping a video game or a movie library,
that the physical thing
now, wouldn't that mean those prices are going to get intense, because now people are going to want to go back to that?
Yeah. I mean, maybe I should stop wondering about whether or not I should buy Simpsons Hit and Run on PlayStation 2 on eBay and just do it.
Yeah, you probably should at this rate.
You should just do it. Yeah. I wonder if prices of older consoles are going to spike on places like eBay and Amazon.
Well, look at what
PlayStation 3
PlayStation 3
certainly will.
So by what you're saying, if you want a certain PlayStation 3 game that hasn't been updated or remastered to PlayStation 4 or 5, and they're stuck on PlayStation 3,
you need a PlayStation 3.
You need a PlayStation 3 and the physical disc.
Yeah.
So I think you might be looking at a price increase on those items then.
Wow. I mean, there's just so many ramifications to this decision, and people are not happy about this at all. I mean, you can tell we're not happy about it. Other people within the industry and the hobby are not happy about it. I was, skimming through a Game Informer article online. It was a damning opinion piece titled "The PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X generation has been a race to the bottom." That is a headline.
That's actually a pretty good headline, yeah.
So the article cites layoffs, studio closures, pursuit of profit in misguided live service games, lack of ownership in the push to digital games, skyrocketing prices, and of course the newest announcement. But the article closes with this, and I got to read this quote because I thought it was nice. Quote, "The console wars used to be about one-upping your competition. Today it feels more about finding the nebulous line for how much wealth you can extract from your consumer base without driving them into the arms of your biggest competitor. If we continue down the path of the last 5 years, it won't be good. Though sustainability is a problem for the entire industry to solve, we need the platform holders to lead from the top rather than continuing to pull the rug out from under their partners in the process of dismantling this hobby that we all love." That's pretty damning.
Wow. That is a way to close an article.
And that's not the only article or statement. This is really, really driven a wedge in the community and the hobby.
Boy, man, after what I just went through with my mom and her cable service, that really does feel like that's the future. The future is not about one-upping your competitor. It's just about how much can you screw out the customer before they go to the other side.
I love that. How much can you toe that nebulous line?
Yeah. Dear God. What is this future? We did not accept this future.
I did not subscribe to this.
Yeah, what the hell's happening?
Like, I'll just say, like, if the next PlayStation... It's sad because I've been playing PlayStation since the PlayStation 1 era. Like, if the next one comes out, it's $1,000, and you're telling me that I might not own any of my games, I don't know. That is a serious and hard decision to make. And like PC games don't necessarily fix that either because they've been dealing with the digital thing for just as long, if not longer. So it's like you're kind of stuck, right?
Yeah, because I mean, yeah, PC gaming doesn't solve the root problem of the digital ownership quandary.
It somewhat solves the cost problem.
Yes, but I will say for PC gaming, Steam, I feel like for the most part tries to honor. They try to be. I
Don't let them trick you.
yeah, I don't
They're
want to.
They're still a big corporation.
Yeah, but
and if the Valve or the Steam machine is any indication, it's only a console with no controller.
Right. Yeah.
It's a rock. It's a rock in a hard place.
It doesn't solve the digital ownership problem, but I feel like there's more options to handle it with a Steam account and a decent gaming PC. Still doesn't solve it though.
Yeah. Well, we'll see where those RAM prices go because they're going up again before the end of the year. I hear.
Oh my god. What is this?
And not to be outdone, by the way, kind of missed this point. Xbox also announced that they have 3,200 layoffs coming in the next couple
Oh yeah,
months.
that's right. Fun.
They're closing, or not closing, but they're divesting 4 or 5 studios.
Fun.
So it really does. The past like 18 months have felt like a race to the bottom. I think Game Informer is correct.
Are you a video gamer? Prepared to get kicked in the nuts?
Yeah. Do you like video games? Bend over. Do you feel that rumble?
It's coming up. Here we go.
Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's not very encouraging news.
So what can we do as hobbyists in the video game world, as consumers? Purchase smartly. Buy disc-based games. Support developers like the developer of Expedition 33, for example, that are putting out quality single-player games. Show these companies with your money how the direction that you want them to take. Hopefully one of the petitions will stick. Maybe Sony will reverse their decision. Because remember, this isn't just, impacting us. We're in a very privileged position. What about people who don't have internet? Or
if you don't have reliable internet.
Or don't have reliable internet or capped internet,
Yeah, what do you do then in terms of downloading games?
You just struggle.
Yeah, struggle bust your way.
No, I mean, that's literally... And Sony is gambling on people being too invested. This is what happens when you have a clean sweep of 2 straight video game generations. They're like, people are locked in. We can do whatever we want.
Well, beware, because there have been video game crashes.
There have been. And let me tell you something. At one, every video game manufacturer thinks they're invincible. I'm sure Atari did.
Yep.
I'm sure Sega did.
Yep.
They stole Mario's thunder with the Sega Genesis, and now Sonic is in the Olympics with Mario.
Yeah. Bowing down to Nintendo. So
no publisher or manufacturer is invincible. Sony has big, far-reaching influence, but vote with your dollars. Vote with your dollars.
All right. So on that cheery note, let's leave the entertainment entree. Dear
So
Lord.
depressing.
Yeah.
Can you cheer us up, Rich, with this next segment?
Hopefully I can. We'll see. It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news.
Snack time!
Oh no, what have you done?
What is the charge? Eating a meal? A succulent Chinese meal?
Oh, Howard, excuse me, but your wife's cookies are out of this world.
Who told you you can eat my cookies?
You've opened up the non-fortune cookie odd news.
Holy shnikes.
Nanda basata. I don't make this stuff up.
No, go past this part. In fact, never play this again.
I'll take a pound of nuts.
That's a lot of nuts! That'll be $4, baby! You want fries with that?
And you, sir, are you waiting to receive my limp penis?
Oh, it's Hoagie Fest. Let me pull over to this asteroid. What?
This is the non-fortune cookie odd news.
Oh, these cookies!
Put that cookie down now!
What does Rich have in store for us?
So sit back, get everything you need to get from the kitchen. Be sure and empty the bladders, go to the bathroom, because you're in for a hell of a ride.
Woo, odd news.
That's right, everyone. It's time for the non-fortune cookie odd news here in this segment. Rich researches the news, he reads the news, and I react to the news. He finds a weird and wacky story and keeps it hidden from me, which ensures that all of my reactions are my genuine gut reactions to hearing the story for the very first time. I don't know what's about to happen. You guys don't know what's about to happen. And even Rich doesn't know what's about to happen because these stories always take us down wacky and wild paths. And I'm ready to get started. Where are we heading to?
Now, who is this guy in Florida?
It's Florida, and they're crazy.
Never fails.
Oh, yeah. It's time.
Never fails.
Time for Florida. And this is actually a Florida woman here.
Oh, it's a lady.
A Florida woman.
Oh, it's a lady.
Oh, my.
Yeah, how do you like that? Switching it up here.
So what does a Florida woman have for us?
Okay, we're going to talk about the case of 32-year-old Tykia Sherman.
Okay.
Sounds like a car.
Tykia, yeah.
Here comes the Tykia Sherman.
Tykia, that does sound like a car brand.
Yeah.
You're right. Tykia.
Tykia Sherman.
You know why? Because it almost sounds like Toyota a little bit, like
Yeah.
Tykia, or
Sounds like
Kia.
Kia.
It's like a blend of Toyota. If Toyota and Kia merged,
Here you go, folks. I'm predicting the future right now. Toyota and Kia are going to merge.
Tykia.
And they're going to be called Tykia.
There you go.
And their first car is going to be the Sherman.
The Sherman, strong like a tank.
Strong like tank. Yeah. So this is the case of 32-year-old Tykia Sherman. She was arrested on Sunday night on multiple felony charges relating to a violent confrontation.
Oh, boy.
Yep. According to the police report here, the 31-year-old victim told cops that she and Sherman were in bed. So,
Whoa.
Yeah, interesting.
Okay,
here.
all right.
Yep. Sherman made a move on her, and the 31-year-old victim said to the cops that she declined to engage in sexual activity.
Okay.
So, not good there.
No.
Well, it was very erotic. Yes, indeed. It was erotic.
So,
no means no.
Sherman thought it was erotic, but not for
But not the other one.
the victim here.
Yeah, no means no.
Nope.
So I'm sure Sherman said, you know what? You're right. I respect your boundaries. I'm going to leave. That's what Sherman did, right? Please tell me that's what Sherman did.
No.
Oh, no.
No, that would not be an odd
That would not be
story
odd
here.
news.
No. That is when Sherman got upset. She got up out of bed, took the victim, and then this is in the police report. I love the whoever did this. Thank you, police. Noted that Sherman got up and hit, quote, a choke slam on the victim. Oh, yeah. Straight up Undertaker.
It's like a choke slam. Oh, my God.
Damn.
That's so aggressive. That's crazy.
Sorry about that. I had that too loud.
That was really loud.
It was the Undertaker.
Everybody driving and listening just swerved into a telephone pole. Oh, my God.
It's very that is a cause for concern there. Yep.
Yeah.
When you hear that bell, it's not good.
No, you don't want to hear the bell.
I didn't realize I had the full volume on both.
Just scared the poop out of everyone.
I think I might have blew out our ears. I'm sorry. We might go deaf now.
That was loud.
Sorry. I didn't realize I had the high on both the laptop and the board.
Oh, laptop and the board. That's a dangerous combo.
Yeah.
That's like 200% volume.
Yeah. Whoops. Sorry.
No wonder it doesn't work anymore.
We literally just blew out the soundboard. Sorry.
So that was almost as loud as I'm sure the screams of pain from being chokeslammed.
Yeah. I love the fact
That's crazy.
I love the fact in the police report it's referenced as an Undertaker style chokeslam.
Oh, the report says
Yes.
an Undertaker. That's why he played the Undertaker.
Yes.
Because literally,
The cop writing the police report noted an Undertaker style.
the victim's like, yeah, and then she chokeslammed me. He's like the Undertaker? Yeah, I guess.
Put that down.
Put that down.
And then did you tap out? Was there a pinfall?
like officer, I'm the victim of a crime. Oh yes, sorry, ma'am, sorry.
So you lost the match.
So you lost the match, right? Was there a chair involved? Who currently holds the title?
Yeah.
Officer, I was chokeslammed.
Look, I mean, we've had enough Florida Odd News stories. We could have a Florida Odd News Championship.
Oh, yeah. Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Odd News characters.
Right.
Ooh,
She's
I
making
like
a
that.
strong case here.
Do you still have the wrestling games where you can create characters?
I think I do for the PlayStation 3.
For the PlayStation 3, there you
Which
go.
I still...
You should make Florida people. Why does that sound so bizarre? Like they're like animals in a zoo.
Well,
the Florida people.
Well, Tykia Sherman would definitely won with her finishing move of a choke slam.
That's crazy.
Literally Undertaker style choke slam. So yes, that did indeed happen in the according to the police report here. According to more of the police report, an independent witness told investigators she also observed that the defendant was chasing the victim out of the house and running around. Oh, she's gonna hit a second move.
Come here, I gotta finish you off.
You didn't stay down for the 1, 2, 3.
Right, exactly.
Or I gotta put you in a submission or something.
Right.
Yeah, this is a full blown falls count anywhere's match.
Yeah. They're running to the backstage like this is.
Yeah. There's no count outs. No disqualification.
Also, who was the independent witness?
Maybe like a neighbor or something.
They're having a tryst in the bedroom, and someone's just like hanging out on the couch in the living room.
Well, no, it says they observed the defendant chase the victim outside of the house.
Outside.
So after she got chokeslammed, she ran outside and she gave chase.
Man, and Toyota's just chasing her all over the neighborhood.
Yeah. Also, by the way, I don't know. I figured I might as well show you off what a choke slam is. There you go. If you're watching the video,
I like to imagine. So if you're not watching the video, Undertaker just picks this person up like fully above their shoulders and just slams them down.
That's a choke slam.
I like to imagine that Toyota got that kind of air.
Yeah, I mean, for it to be actually mentioned in the police report, that's got to be a pretty good choke slam.
Yeah, like to call it a choke slam instead of like shoving to the ground or like tackling her. Like choke slam, it evokes a certain image of like picking up by the neck, like up to your shoulders and just driving them down.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So there you go. In case you didn't know what the actual Undertaker choke slam looked like. Okay. So, yes, unfortunately, things got more serious.
Oh man.
Because, Sherman thought this wasn't enough. I guess she didn't get the pinfall. She was upset. And that's when she threatened the victim with a pair of scissors.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so
those are not allowed in WWE wrestling.
No, that weapon is not good.
Disqualified.
You can do chairs, you can do tables, you can do ladders, you can do guitars. You can smack somebody with a guitar, but
you can pick up the stairs too.
Yeah,
can't you?
The stairs.
At least in the video game, you can pick up the stairs.
But scissors, no. That's we don't want stabbing.
That's
injuries.
not good. That's that Extreme Wrestling in Delaware.
Yes, that's right.
Isn't that a reference?
Yeah, that's
in
true.
Delaware. There's like a fight
death
to the
match. Yeah.
Yeah, fight to the death. They have.
Oh yeah.
All Extreme or no.
Combat Zone Wrestling.
Combat Zone. Yeah, they're like, all right, who wants to die?
Yeah. I mean, they literally had. What was it?
They fight with barbed wire and broken glass. And
Nick Gage almost literally died from blood loss because
crazy.
He had such a severe cut, and it's held in like this dude's backyard, and they couldn't get seriously
only in Delaware.
They couldn't get an emergency vehicle to him fast enough.
Why did they just have them on site?
And he's like bleeding like profusely. Like he almost died from blood loss. Jeez. It was crazy.
So that's where Toyota's going to be wrestling.
I mean, if she wants to come up north,
yeah.
If they don't respect her profession, you're
Delaware's
kind
of like Florida of the North, right?
I mean,
I'm not far off,
you're
right?
Not far off. Yeah, you're not far off.
Name a more Florida of the Northeast. You can't. It's Delaware.
Yeah, I think you're onto something. Yeah, I think that's pretty spot on.
I figured it out.
All right. So yeah, at that point, the cops were able to arrive on the scene and arrest her. Sherman, unfortunately, has a bad history with prior girlfriends.
I'm shocked to learn that.
Yep. According to her rap sheet, Sherman also had an ex-girlfriend who she got very angry at and threatened her with an AK-47 assault rifle and told her, quote, "Ho, you walk through this door, I'ma kill you and put you in the dirt."
No, I'ma fucking kill you, motherfucker, old style.
Whoa, what a sentence.
Whoa. Also, who just casually has an AK-47? That's like the weapon that the bad guys have in video games. It's not like a real thing people own.
Yes,
That's
it is.
crazy.
Oh, that's a real thing. Oh, yeah.
That's wild.
So, yeah, that is one of her past incidences here.
She's a keeper. I don't understand why these girls don't want to be with her.
Ho, you walk through this door, I'ma kill you, put you into dirt.
You don't want that.
No, I don't think you want that from your partner.
You don't want that.
No. And you don't want an AK-47 staring at you either.
No. There's so many better things you could be doing with your time
Yeah, not
than
good.
spending time with Toyota.
Because of the previous felonies, she was locked up in lieu of a $100,000 bond.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So
I mean, threatening people with scissors and AK-47s and sexual assault and physical assault, like these, those are bad things, generally.
Yeah, she will not be getting out soon. That is a very high bail to set.
That's okay. It's not like she has a partner to go back home to.
Not anymore.
Nope.
If anything, she might find a partner now in jail.
Maybe it was meant to be. Maybe this is a love story in the making.
There's somebody back in the jail she wanted to go back to.
Or maybe she takes this opportunity to find new love.
Or maybe she takes this opportunity to sell her name, the Tykia Sherman.
The Tykia Sherman. I like it.
I think that sounds like
could
a
be
car name.
A fun car brand.
I think that's a car name.
She should pitch it to somebody.
In jail.
In jail, yeah. She gets some people together. Hey, you guys want to start a car company?
I'm in jail. You might as well use my name.
You got nothing but time.
Yeah. I'm not getting out anytime soon.
Right, exactly.
Or hook me up with the $100,000 I need to get out on bond.
Exactly.
And then you'll get my name. The Tykia Sherman.
It's not that expensive to buy a name off of somebody.
Right.
I feel like a company, they could do that.
Sure, why not? Companies do anything else they
Well,
want to do.
They branded a basketball league.
Yeah, Gatorade just bought a developmental basketball league and forced them to change it to G League.
So ridiculous.
Why not? Screw it. There are no rules anymore for corporations.
No.
Fun.
There are no rules. Just chaos, anarchy. The end of all time.
Make sure you have your AK-47s on you.
Right, yes.
And everyone knows your Undertaker choke slams.
That's right. Prepare for the end.
Yes. What an uplifting episode of the Crispy Noodle Podcast.
That's so dark.
Thank you very much for that ending.
Yeah, no problem. I'll hook you up. You want some depression? Want some dystopian vibes?
Your main export is crippling depression.
My main export is crippling depression.
Yay.
Who wants depression? Come on.
Mike's main export is crippling depression. He's under construction since 1989.
That's true. It's not finished yet. It's like 202.
All right.
Man.
There you go. All right. This isn't good. We're combining Florida
crazy.
news with the Cleveland song and the end of times. So I think on that note, we need to start wrapping it up. This has been the Crispy Noodle Podcast. If you like what you heard, make sure you go to our website, thecrispynoodle.com. Make sure you follow us on social media. But most importantly, make sure you have a way to get the podcast sent to you every week. We have two main ways to do that. First is on our YouTube page. Search Crispy Noodle Podcast. Hit that subscribe button, and you'll get the video podcast sent to your YouTube account every week. Usually on Wednesday, but sometimes Thursday if we have to delay. So that's the first way to do it. The second main way is we put the video podcast up on Spotify, and you can watch us on Spotify, but you can also put Spotify on in the background and listen to us as an audio-only podcast. And then if you're driving around Florida with your Undertaker shenanigans and AK-47s, you can listen to us on Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So all the ways to enjoy the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Why not?
That's right. So many ways to check out the Crispy Noodle Podcast. But if you need to get in touch with us individually to share your sports, entertainment, or odd news stories, you can find us on Blue Sky. I'm at Mikey Costanzo, MikeyCostanzo.
And I am Matt Rich Liebig, RichLiebig. Find us on Blue Sky. Let us know what's happening. If there's a topic you want us to discuss on a future episode, let us know there. And if we do, we'll give you a sausage shout out on a future episode. So make sure you do that. Any odd news, make sure it comes to me so that Mikey doesn't see it. But for right now, we got to start wrapping this up. This has been the Crispy Noodle Podcast. Let us be the Crispy Noodle in your vegetarian salad of life and boring news. All right. I think that'll do it.
Yeah.
There you go.
We're good.
We're good. We'll see you guys next week.
We'll see you guys
later. Bye-bye, all you fine peoples. Good night.
Some of us have great stories, pretty stories that take place at lakes with boats and friends and noodle salad. A lot of people, that's their story. Good times, noodle salad.